Hey, I wanted to share with you something I came up with on my miter saw. I've got a power miter saw here, and I've had it mounted on a sawhorse, and it's kind of a sawhorse combination dolly because it's also on wheels, so you can roll it around where you want it. And in the past, when I say past, maybe this last 20 years, I've used these adjustable supports here, and they're okay. They've got ball bearing rollers on them. I'm surprised they've lasted this long because I just leave them outside. But they fold up. You can take them with you if you need to. And the thing is, you have to adjust it no matter wherever you are, wherever you set your saw up, it'll change. You have to adjust the height of this so it's acceptable for the table here. And the other thing you'd have to watch out, you slide the material up and knock this over or knock it out of alignment, and then all of a sudden this is rotating or pulling in the wrong direction. And so I finally decided to do something about it. And so I made these pockets that go under my saw here. That already had the table, so I just made pockets. And you can slide any 2x4 that you happen to have under it there. And now all of a sudden you've got a support on both sides. And I also made these risers here. And these risers make up the difference from this distance here. So when you slide that on there, the material resting on here is actually right at the level here now, which is what you want. And I've made one for both sides. You can even put both supports on the same side if you want to. And you can slide this back and forth depending on which side of the wood you're cutting or which angle you need. And the thing that made this pretty workable for me is the house I'm working on is made in the 60s, and the wood was different then. The 2x4s back in the 60s were actually a little bit thicker. And so I made use of that fact. The spacers I'm using here to establish the channel for my 2x4s to slide in, I'm using the spacers made from the old wood, which is slightly thicker. And so it's very convenient for me to, on all the spaces where I needed a pocket cut where the 2x4 would slide, which are on both of these risers, and then also here where there's a pocket made. The middle part, the spacer, is made from the old wood, which is thicker, and that allows this 2x4 to slide freely and smoothly all through it, and worked out great. Otherwise, I would have had to, shim it up somehow, or put some washers under it, or maybe run it through a sander or something like that to change the thickness.